Okay, now let us get into this evidence from Sky News, right? And with this evidence, we're going to connect some dots and we're going to use critical thinking. Members of a Glasgow pedophile gang guilty of running monstrous child sex abuse ring. 7 members of a pedophile gang who poses as witches and wizards have been found guilty of running a monstrous child sex abuse ring in Glasgow drugs den, in what the NSPCC called one of the worst cases in recent decades. 11 alleged members of a pedophile gang face a string of charges against 3 children. 7 members were found guilty of sexual assault and rape by a jury at Glasgow High Court on Tuesday. The trial, spanning more than 2 months, was told the primary school-age children were piled. Listen to this, very important. They were piled with alcohol and cocaine while being subjected to a campaign of sexual depravity, including group rapes at various properties. The heroin addict organized regular gathering. Another important thing to pay attention to, right? An heroin addict organized regular gathering to carry out the brutal violence between 2012 and 2020. Older children were forced to abuse younger children during prolonged attacks referred to in the court as child rape nights. Okay? The youths who refer to the location of their abuse as the Beast House claim money was exchanged after the heinous sex attack, while some of the sex offenders laugh. Here are their names: Ian Howens, 45, Elaine Lannery, 39, Leslie Williams, 41, Paul Brannan, 41, Scott Forbes, 50, Barry Watson, 47, and John Clark, 46, were all found guilty of rape and sexual assault. Right? Now, another important point that I want you to connect some dots with me here is this part. The jury was told, one of the child victims said, "2 witches hold my legs down. It felt uncomfortable. All the witches and wizards were watching." It was also alleged that a Ouija board was used to call on spirits and demons, causing the children to believe that they could see, hear, and communicate with spirits. Let us break it down from here. Now, this is the part where you realize that people still don't take this spiritual world serious. They don't take it serious, because in this article from our credible source, they're saying that they use their Ouija board. These people that were abusing the children use a Ouija board to call on spirits and demons. And they're saying causing the children to believe. So the children knew what they were seeing, right? They knew what they were seeing. And when they tell them, they're saying, oh, it causes you to believe. Because they don't believe that the Ouija board can really connect to the spirit world, right? And that is where we go wrong in today's society, believing we're alone, believing that these entities are not real, right? That is where we go wrong as a society and as a world in general, because we all think that we are the only intelligent species out there. No, we're not alone, right? Another part in the case, right, that really shows that there's something more going on is that the house where these children were abused, they call it the Beast House, right? So this is some deep satanic situation going on here with people taking hard class A drugs, right? Absolutely horrific. And I get a feeling that we are not getting everything. This is just a little bit of the story that we're getting, right? And they call these people witches and wizards. You know, it's just too much. And part of the problem is this: when people are not educated on the other side of life, the unseen part of life, and know what it can do, these people, they were using these children for sex magic. They were using them for sex magic, but apparently it did not work for them, because what a lot of you don't understand is that these demonic entities, they are very intelligent, and they take offense when people were, what should we say, on the lower levels in life want to use them. They do take offense. They're very intelligent, and all they did was to just play their game and play around with them. That's all these entities did, right? I believe that they were using these children in sex magic. It wasn't just for recreation, right? They used these children for sex magic, hoping that they could have improved their way of life. But instead, the demonic entities did not work in their favor, because demonic entities are very smart. They are very clever. And not everyone who decide that they want to summon them is going to work out for them, because you're just clay. There's nothing special about you, right? Or they can't use you in any way, to use you to go to one level to move to a next. So they just play around with you. It's just absolutely sad that these children had to go through what they went through, and then the system is trying to deny the satanic part of it, try to water it down, when over here we already see this for what it is, right? Now, you can go look up the story for yourself. Use critical thinking, connect the dots, and understand the world we're living in, right? They gave these children alcohol, cocaine, right? They know what they were doing. They know exactly what they were doing, because when you give alcohol, it's an open door policy, not to mention cocaine, for demonic entities to enter into these children, right? And that is why they were holding them down. But you know what? We just have to pray. We really have to pray for our children. And we really got to educate people on the supernatural and let them understand it is nothing to play with. Let us pray and say, glory be to the Most High.